Greetings from downtown Linden, Tennessee on a hot, humid Sunday night.
Yeah, it is hot, and we thought we would come to downtown Linden tonight and do our live shot. We're actually sitting in front of the beautifully restored Commodore Hotel, and we're on the main street of Linden. I don't know if we can show them much. Look at that. How do you like that ride? Parked out in front. Yeah, not the water, not Bo, but the vehicle. And in fact, if you can guess, the first person to guess what year that is will win their choice of one of our books. So can you see that cool little vehicle? It's parked right out here in front of us. They offered to let me drive it up and down Main Street. So, we like it. Restored. So the Linden Hotel was restored to its glory the way it was when it was built in 1939. And it's kind of the gathering place for us, those of us who camp out by the woodlands where we're staying. This is where everybody kind of hangs out. They have music here on Friday nights. They bring in Nashville singers. There's food, and kind of the whole town comes here. And it's our favorite hangout place. And we thought we would just vary it. We did last week. We did it live from our property, which is as you drive 4 miles north, but a world away in the middle of the woods. We're delighted to have you all here. There was some confusion because of the time difference. When I first came on, it said that a lot of you said, oh, you're going to be on at 8 tonight. And I apparently set it for 7 p.m., meaning 7 p.m. Eastern, but it was set for Central Time, which is what I'm on now. But at any rate,
we're here.
It's 7 Eastern and we're on now. And you guys are big adults. You can all figure this all out, right? So we're good. Oh my gosh, everybody guessed what it is. Look at that.
They know their cars.
All right, I'm looking first one. The first one to guess it is our friend, Ed Richards, 1948 Dodge. Wow. Of course, Ed was probably 20 years old in 1948.
Stop that.
I can say that because I know Ed. He's a fan. Good job, Ed. You guessed 1948. Robin guessed a 43. Kelly guessed a 32. My son came close at a 49. Fran Chow, you guessed 48, but Ed beat you by the first one. And Eleanor also guessed a 1948. Mary guessed 1945. And let's see, Juan guessed 1950. Deb guessed 1938. Joanne Neely guessed 1939. And Jerry guessed 1939, but the correct answer and the very first one to guess it was Ed Richards, who correctly guessed that is a 1948 Dodge. Isn't that a beauty?
You know, Luke.
Isn't that a beauty? It's just really a nice car. That's Michael and Kathy Dumont's vehicle. They keep it out here. It makes for great photo ops for everybody who stays. And we thank the Dumonts, and we thank Luke, who's working here at the Commodore tonight, for letting us steal onto their super fast internet.
Luke is carrying a bag, and I think Bo thinks he's got groceries or food.
It is food.
Because Luke brought out a nice big
takeout dinner.
Water for Bo, and I think Bo's saying, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I think you're carrying food. I want some.
Ed Richards points out that was the year he was born, 1948. But you remember it well, though, right, Ed? All right. Well, thank you guys so much. That was kind of fun. So, Ed, I believe we have your address, and we will we'll give you your choice of one of our adventure guides from our book. Hey, before we get started too far, we want to announce a new giveaway, and it's by popular demand, and we have returned to this. This is one of the favorite things that we give away, and it is a must-have if you are a pet owner and you RV, and that is a Waggle 4G GPS pet monitor that you can put inside your RV when you're leaving your animal, your dog, your cat, whatever your pet is, and you want to make sure what the temperature is out there inside that RV. If you're going out for dinner, if you're in a museum or something, it'll alert you if the air conditioner goes off or if the temperature gets beyond a certain level that you've set. Great feature. You can enter that by going to rvlifestyle.com/sweepstakes. That's rvlifestyle.com/sweepstakes. You go there and you can enter that contest. And I'd put it up, but it's too late now, and we're moving on. So, okay, so that's cool. We'll run that for 2 weeks, and you guys can have fun with it. And Kathy asked, "Is that a German Shepherd?" No, Bo is a Norwegian elk hound. Norwegian elk hound.
A very hot Norwegian elk hound.
Yes, it was in the sun. It was 106. It said on the thermometer at the RV at our campground today. So that was it. Stephen Barris, please explain the cost of going into full-time RVing. Some think it's real easy. No, it doesn't. And I think by cost, Stephen, you mean all of the life changes, because the actual costs are not that great of a savings. It just causes me to break my heart in anticipation of what people are going to learn when on a spur of the moment they decide to sell everything and go full-time RVing.
Well, if they're the real adventuresome type, they'll go for it, and they'll either like it or they won't, and then they go back to doing what they were doing before.
I would guess those who try it that way,
nothing gained.
9 out of 10 crash and burn after a few months, because there is a cost. There's a cost of family and friends and learning the technology and choosing the right RV and finding campgrounds and learning how to live as frugally as you can. And it takes really a lot of research.
Decision fatigue.
Yes, you'll reach something called decision fatigue. So
I think he thought you had food. That's why he was barking at you, Luke.
Yeah, let's say hi to everybody. They're all watching. This is Luke from the Commodore.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Luke is out on the river kayaking today, right?
That's right.
The Buffalo River.
Got a good tan from it.
Yeah. That's a great river. We were actually out with Luke yesterday. Jennifer was kayaking.
Oh, it's beautiful too.
Yeah. It is. It's a great river.
You guys did so good.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. One thing we said, I remember in the video, we said, we're glad there's no white water, because it was just so calm and peaceful. I love that river. It's a beautiful river. So anyway, back to Stephen's question. It's not easy. The costs are really not that great of a savings over what you live in the sticks and bricks. And
decision fatigue.
Yes.
Once you live full time, it's fun at first, and then you have to make a lot of decisions. Like when you get to
every time you go someplace, you have to make a bunch of decisions.
Yeah. Where you take your pet if it gets sick, and where you buy groceries, and
what's the cheapest place to get a campsite. Where you dump, where you're going to go tomorrow, how far, which route you're going to take.
But have fun for a while till you get word out.
And we just tell people, before you jump into it, research it, try it out, just try it out, ease into it. So I think that's what you meant by it, because the actual cost of it is not that comparable. You're going to have the same kind of lifestyle you have now. It's about the same, whether you're in an RV or sticks and bricks, maybe a little more these days because of fuel prices.
I think a cost of going full time that never used to be there was when COVID hit. And if you didn't have a home to go home to, some people had a rough time finding a place to stay.
Oh, yeah, that was really tough. Cost a lot of people. They could not find a place that they could camp, and COVID caught.
And now I'm thinking, if it happened once, possibly it could happen twice.
Let's hope not.
I hope not.
I don't think our country can handle that again. William Buoni with a question.
Are wider angle rear view mirror cameras worth installing on my Unity so I have better idea of what is behind me when I'm driving? Thanks.
Jennifer likes having a rear camera on the RV.
I want to see what's behind me
when we're in our motorhome. I've gotten so I'm fine with the mirrors. I think the mirrors do a great job, and I guess I've carried that over, because now that I'm also towing a fifth wheel, I use the mirrors, and we don't have a rear view camera showing the back road. The newer models of the Unity have that camera that's already built in. You just have a setting on your dash, and it'll show it.
I'm going to have a camera.
Be still your heart.
Woohoo.
Yeah. We pick ours up, our new Unity, actually. Right at the Hershey RV show.
I'm very excited that there's a camera. We don't have to put one in.
We don't have to put one in. Yeah.
Awesome.
But William, if that's what you're comfortable with, go for it. I did that on the Wonder, and I did that on the Unity that we had
make me
before
happy.
That. These are motorhomes, Class C motorhomes that we had, and it worked out great. So good question, and it's all how you feel, whether you're comfortable with the mirrors or you want to be able to see what's back there a little better. Heather Malcolm.
How is the building process going? Any issues?
It's done. It's done.
Except we might have to level 30 trees.
Do you tell everything?
Yes.
Do you tell these people everything?
Yes.
We woke up this morning and I'm like my Starlink, and my Starlink has to have a clear view of the night sky. And I've got about 25. I got an area maybe 30 feet wide and 30 feet deep that's got a lot of loblolly pines, and I would like to clear them all out so I have a clear shot at the north sky.
So I ask a reasonable thing. Every tree you want to cut down, will you mark it? And then you said there were too many.
I don't have enough tape to mark them. There's probably 30 trees that they'd be cutting down.
Anybody?
And many of them are scrawny little things, but they block the sky. But that's our ongoing discussion. I'm not sure. Right now, I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, you always get what you want.
Sometimes, but I don't think of this one. And I think that is probably excessive amount of trees to cut down.
Well, I'm not sure if we cut all those trees down, if it's still going to work.
Well, it should, because I look. There's an app that they give you, and you can see. And if you look at due north, I can see. I'd be fine, but
I mean, at least we got to get a lumber company in there so that we can harvest the trees.
yeah, well, or mulch it, and it makes the ground good, and we get all this new growth with better stuff, and we can landscape that the way we
So
want.
stay tuned. I think next week the trees
But
will
the
be
building
gone.
process, that would all be phase 2 or phase 3. We are done with phase 1, and we are just enjoying it. We're sitting there, and we've been out there a week now, and we have been enjoying. We have to go down to Florida for a few days, and then we're coming right back. So the building process is done. You can see the video on the YouTube channel. Just go to the RV Lifestyle YouTube channel. We put it up yesterday, and we walk you right through the whole process, and it works out great. So, Chris Mando Biando.
Can I get on the waiting list for the October meetup?
You can,
You certainly
Chris.
can.
You just go to it, but the odds now of getting in are pretty slim. There's a long list, and we just can't handle any more people. This is a really small town. The population of Linden is 1,000. And the challenge we have is all those staying, the only campground we could get is 16 miles away.
30 sites.
30 sites. We've got them all taken. We have a number of people that are staying here at the Commodore in downtown Linden. And we have a number of people who have their own property at the Woodlands where ours is, and they'll be coming to the event. And then we all go on Tuesday for a picnic at a farm. And there's a limited amount of people. I mean, we just can't handle very many more people. Now, there are always cancellations. And the cancellations, they can make cancellations up until the 18th of September, a month beforehand.
To get their money back
And we
in
will
full.
fill any cancellations we get from the waiting list. But
Go for the waiting list.
go for it. I think there was 15 people on it the last time we looked. Is that right? I'm looking at you down on the bottom of the screen,
Yep.
Phyllis.
Yes,
Yeah, Phyllis is
15
nodding.
on the waiting list.
Thanks to Phyllis, by the way. She's doing the moderating.
She's regulating all that.
She's regulating it all on Facebook and putting up the questions. And over on YouTube is Chris Cowley doing a great job, as always, with our YouTube stream. So thank you both for that. So, Chris, by all means, get on the waiting list, and we'd love to see you. You can call the Commodore. I don't know if they have sold out for that week now or not, but they might have a couple of rooms left. You can get their information from the website, and that address to go to check on it is rvlifestyle.com/Buffalo River. rvlifestyle.com/Buffalo River, and you can see how to get on the waiting list, and you can learn all about it. And that's coming up October 18th,
17th or 20th.
17th to the 20th. Yeah, should be fun. Okay, more questions. Let's see. Burton, are you looking? I'm looking at a fifth wheel RV for solo traveling
Full time. Concerned about backing up alone. Looking at fifth wheels around 30 feet or less. Do you have any recommendations?
Well, there's several of them that are out there. You need to buy not for just size, but for quality. Go to an RV show. The smallest I have seen is 28 feet. There's probably a couple smaller ones. The one we have is 32 feet. And, whenever you back up any kind of vehicle, you should have somebody back there or some cameras. I'm getting much better at it. I backed up back into this
Basically
site
by yourself.
totally by myself. You can see the fine job I did on the video.
And you didn't go over the drop off or
I didn't
anything?
go over the drop off, and I got it straight. And you'll get confidence very quickly. The first few times are like, oh my gosh, but it's pretty simple.
Go for pull-throughs.
Yep. And there's lots of solo travelers.
Yeah, that backing up to hook the hitch.
Yeah, I've
the
even
fifth
doing
wheel.
that by myself pretty good. It's not, it's the more you do it, 5 or 6 times, you got it down. Just
And
follow the procedures.
You can go to a parking lot and practice.
Yep. So, Burton, in 5 or 6 times, you'll say, "Oh, I got this," and you'll be comfortable with it.
And you
Sean-
know what? If you're at a campground, somebody with a fifth wheel, if you say I need a little help, I'd be amazed if they didn't say I'll be glad
Oh
to
yeah,
help
if you're
you.
backing up, somebody will say, "Hey, I'll spot you." So, Sean Gross.
Will you have a booth at the Hershey show?
No, but we'll be in a lot of other people's booths. No, we don't have a booth. We're not exhibitors. We're there to cover the event. But we are doing meet and greets pretty much every day of the public show, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're doing it at a number of places. If you are a subscriber to the RV Lifestyle newsletter, I will put the full schedule on a week from tomorrow. So you'll know if you want to meet us at Hershey, you'll know where we're going to be and at what time. We are going to do 2 of these Ask Us Anythings live just for the audience there on
Friday and
Saturday,
10 to 11.
10 to 11 a.m. and that'll be at the Keystone booth. But we'll be appearing at Battleborn and I think Camping World, and we'll hang out for a while at Leisure Travel Vans, and a couple of others have asked us to come by. So we'll be doing meet and greets. We'll put all of our meet and greets. We'll start putting them in our newsletter next week. And that Hershey show is just a month away. So we're really excited about it. Just almost just a couple of days over a month. I think it's the 18th is the opening of the public day. So it's 18th of October.
And
of September.
Today, Bo is not coming with us.
No, we can't bring Bo.
It's too hot and it would be too stressful for him.
And it'd be too stressful for us trying to watch him, shoot video, meet people, navigate the crowds. I don't think that's going to work. Cecile Kennedy.
RLTV Unity says we are due service A in 59 days. We don't have anywhere near the 10K miles. Will it hurt if we wait till we get a few more miles on it?
I don't think so. Whatever the manual says, I think the manual says, I don't know. I'm not going to guess. 10,000, whatever it says, that's what you should go with. And sometimes they set those. I would call Leisure Travel Vans and say, hey, what's up with this? It's actually the Sprinter. You have a Unity, so that's a Mercedes Sprinter. I would call a Sprinter dealer and just say, hey, this is what it says. Doesn't have the miles. Now, be careful because some Mercedes dealers, oh yeah, come on in, we'll do a check, and of course charge you for it. But call a couple of them, and I think most of them will tell you no.
So how many miles is it supposed to have?
I don't remember.
Service
what it is. It's in the manual. 10,000, I think, maybe more. Now I don't know.
Yeah, well, they don't have.
But follow the manual.
The 10,000.
Facebook user with the question.
I think the RV industry is starting to slow up. I live in South Bend, next to the RV capital of the world. My son works for a lumber supply place in the RV industry, and they are slowing production to the point he is barely getting 40 hours a week now. Before, he was constantly working overtime.
Well, they were constantly working overtime building RVs. Now, understand the summer season is over. The peak demand is over. Everybody is gearing up for the 2023 models, which will soon be introduced at Hershey. And so you're going to find a lot of people. This is the time of year it always slows down. Service always slows down at this time. But that aside, there have been a lot of companies that are making what they call production adjustments, and that is happening. So, it is slowing down. Demand is slowed. Inflation is taking a toll. And don't let anybody tell you that there is not inflation. Boy, that makes me mad. People think, oh, it's not inflation. It is inflation. Fuel prices have taken a toll, and people are extremely upset. I mean, we hear from consumers every day, and they're confused. They're worried about the future, and so the industry is going to reflect that, and that is indeed what's happening. It's not.
But simply, kids going back to school.
Oh yeah,
summer's over.
It always eases up at this time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easing up a little more now.
Yeah.
But the crazy boom,
the craziness,
I think I think
the
you're
craziness
right.
is gone.
Yeah. So it's still back to a lot of demand. They're going to have a great year, and they're going to have a great year next year, but unless this inflation gets worse or, things get crazy, which, you've seen the last few years. Who knows what's going to happen? But Radu Stefarak.
Did you manage to fix the broken window on the Arcadia? It is such a sad tale because our
we haven't.
replacement window is in Tennessee.
Keystone shipped me a replacement window last Monday, 3-day. It was in a crate, so they had to use a shipping company. 3-day shipping. Supposed to be here Thursday. Never showed Thursday. Never showed Friday. The website that tracks it had it going to Columbus, Ohio, which isn't even in the direction that it's shipped from. There is no way to contact that express company. It's called Sifu, I think. And the last I saw it sitting in Nashville, it was there Thursday night, Friday morning. They never delivered it. We're about 90 minutes from Nashville.
But we can't go pick it up because they don't have a phone number. We can't reach them.
Great company, huh? And it's a big, huge trucking company. So we don't know. We don't know when it's coming. We do have, fortuitously, we actually have 2 RV techs who are property owners at the Woodlands. One was here this weekend, Jerry and Sherry. And Jerry was ready to help us put it in, but it didn't come Thursday. It didn't come Friday, and he had to leave. But it turns out our neighbor, who is living there full time, right behind us, his property actually
borders ours.
Borders ours at the back of ours, the back of his. He's an RV tech, and that's Brad. And Brad is going to install it this week if it ever comes in. If it ever comes in,
it's just it kind of drives you crazy because you would go pick it up.
I would go pick it up. I mean, it's only 90 minutes, 90 miles to Nashville. I would have gone and picked it up, but you can't reach this company. It's just typical of everything that's going around in our country.
I guess they can't get workers. They can't get workers. They can't get people to work. So thank you to everybody who is working.
Yeah, we're hoping. Kathy Dumont, what are you doing watching us, Kathy? It's such a beautiful night tonight.
Kathy's thanking us for the Commodore shout out.
And she loves seeing this great. Kathy is with Michael, our friends, and they are the owners of this. Our favorite place. We would live in Linden, Kathy, just for the Commodore Hotel. And it's great. And we just had a contest. I don't know if you just tuned in, but we did a contest to see if somebody could guess what year that beautiful Dodge is. And several people guessed it. So we gave away a book to our first winner. We're using that as our eye candy for our video tonight. But thank you, Kathy, for checking in and watching us tonight. Hey, our friend Nancy Einheiser. I think Nancy was at our last gathering in Elkhart.
Yes.
I don't know if you're coming to this one or not, the one we're doing down here in Linden in October.
Okay, Nancy has the 2019 thinking of replacing the daylight shades.
Day-night
shades. Actually want to remove the heavy window treatment too. Any ideas for light privacy room darkening replacements? And does this reduce, increase, or not affect resale value? Thank you.
She needs to contact our friend Courtney. Courtney, the flippin' nomad.
Yeah.
You met Courtney if you were at our Elkhart gathering. She specializes in this, and she could use it. But in general, as Courtney explained to us, because Courtney did a big customization for us on our fifth wheel, which we'll be showing you in a video in a couple weeks. Anything you do to customize it, to make it stand out, to make it a little improvement over the way it came out of the factory, to make it unique, will help your value. So I'm not an expert on shades. I know we love the shades we have in ours. One of them is somewhere on I-65 is when that window broke. It's such a Roman out. Roman shades. But so I'm not a decorator. You might have some ideas.
I think that whatever you do that makes you happy is good, and I think you can find something.
Hey, Shirley.
Okay.
Shirley sent us a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you.
Thank you, Shirley.
40 cents for us and 60 cents for Google or something like that. Thank you, Shirley. We appreciate the super sticker. Shirley's there every week and thanks us. Bob Keefe.
With good hotspot performance and a gigabyte internet coming, why have the expenses of cutting down so many trees?
Bob, have you been talking to Jennifer? Have you been talking to my wife? That's exactly the question she asked me. And indeed, gigabyte fiber optic internet is like just down the road, and it'll be available within 2 weeks. I guess because I have Starlink and I like Starlink and I want it now.
And you have a big investment.
Well, Starlink's an investment, yep.
But 2 weeks it'll be in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Now the problem with that though is it's fine when we have the RV there, and we plan to leave the RV there, the fifth wheel allowed as our base camp. It's fine because it'll be inside. But when we take the RV out, where am I going to put that router? I think I could just unplug it and take it with us, but
I bet you can.
But some people are thinking about putting in a shed or a building with some electricity. We'll figure all of that out and work it. But
I think we're going to need a barn dominium.
I think my wife, we were looking at barn dominiums. They're awesome. You really serious?
We got to have something to put the router in.
This is how trouble starts, because she's we're going to buy a barn dominium to put our router away.
Makes sense to me.
She suckers me into this. She said, I think, oh boy, she says we can get one, and then I go, but Bob, I think wiser heads prevail. Hers, not mine.
Oh, I always give it
yours. And I think we'll wait till the fiber comes in, and it's not bad. I have cellular, and it's just that I love speed for internet, and I can wait. Mike Rademacher.
Should fresh water tanks be sanitized throughout the year? Bleach, even though tank is used frequently.
If you're using it a lot and you're emptying it and putting in fresh water, you're probably fine. If it sits there for a couple of weeks, I would empty it. I would never let water, particularly in the heat, sit in those tanks for a long period of time. They get kind of skunky, I think. We usually sanitize ours at the beginning of every year. And if it's been a particularly hot year, I'll sanitize it
mid-year.
If we're going to, in mid-year, we use our RV all year round. So it's not a matter of letting it sit there. But if I was putting it in storage for a while, for a prolonged period of time, being over a month or two, I would sanitize it again then. But the mistake people make with bleach is they put in too much. It should be 1 ounce, no more. We don't even put that much. No more than 1 ounce per 8 gallons of bleach.
8 gallons of water.
Yeah, one ounce of bleach for 8 gallons of water, and then you're still going to want to, after you've sanitized it, fill up your tank, put in 1 ounce per 8 gallons, drive around for an hour, half hour, let it slush around, then empty it. And then fill it, then empty it, then fill it, then empty it. Do that several times, and you'll be pretty good. So it's good. Davis, Tandy, and Buster.
Rear view camera is great, but the wide angle looks like everything is far away. 90-degree view is slightly wide, but you can still judge distance.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the rear of the cameras because they really do it. It's very deceiving how far those cars are. I've gotten very comfortable with just the mirrors. So, and I think probably Davis, Tandy, and Buster are the same way. So the mirrors work really well. Robin Ostermeyer.
We arrived home from Florida with our new Coach House Platinum 261, 1,400 mile shakedown. We love it. We're so happy for you.
We love Coach House. They make a beautiful motorhome. Beautiful motorhome. You're going to love that, Robin. Congratulations. And I bet you had a great time coming back from Florida. 1,400 mile shakedown crew. You got that. You got it.
Sounds like it passed.
Yeah. RV home.
We saw a pop-up fifth wheel at a campground. Looked like a trailer, but turned out to be a fifth wheel once everything was up. Really strange. Huh?
Boy.
Maybe we'll see one at the show.
Maybe we'll see one at Hershey. That is strange. Who knows? Wow. Take a picture of it. Send it along next time.
We need a picture.
Yeah. Don Satow.
Do you have a satellite pager device for emergencies when out in the wild with no service? Are you going to get rid of it since you have Starlink?
We do have a satellite device. I've never used it. Never. I don't even know if it's charged. It is such a rare occasion that we would need it. It's nice to have the assurance. I think I charge it when we're out west. We're going to hike at Glacier or Yellowstone or someplace where you could really get lost and turned around. So it's always good to have. I don't have plans to get rid of it. It's already there. It's an emergency device. It's not a phone, and it's one where you can send out a 911 call via satellite.
As we age, we might have to charge it more.
Yeah, as we age, we'll charge. I might need it to go around the block by the time this is all done here, but we're going to keep it. I plan now, I think, to use Starlink. When we get the the Class C motorhome, the Unity FX. I'm going to put that in that, since that's the one we'll be traveling from place to place in. And I'm just going to love the fiber optic internet that we have here at Loblolly Ridge, name of our property at the Woodlands. Passing through, and there's Sherry and Jerry Koenig. They were our neighbors at the Woodlands, and we had them over the other night. He's
Yes.
an RV tech.
We have full confidence that Brad will take great care of you. Wish we could have stuck around until the window arrived. Us too.
Yeah, I just wish the window would arrive. I'm waiting for it. Sherry votes to keep the trees. What? Is this a conspiracy? Come on, Jerry. Tell me to cut them down. No, I'm not going to cut them down.
Trees are hard to grow and takes
Yeah.
a long time. Keep
And they
them.
really are pretty. They really are pretty.
You have to
I love those
understand that our lot was all trees. And then we did the driveway. And so it was just a U. And then we decided we were going to add 2 spots. So then we lost a whole bunch of other trees. Then we added a septic field. And man, that,
yeah, you had to cut a lot down for that.
really cut a lot down. And I think he cleared a spot for us to build a 3-bedroom home. if
Yeah, we have a
decided
spot
what
if
to-
we want to
So
put
we
up.
have had a lot of, I mean, we're just clear cutting.
Well, go look at the video. She's exaggerating. It's not that bad.
I actually, yeah.
Anthony Minetti.
I just opened a new park. What's the best online way to advertise?
People, social media, get on Instagram, post a lot of great pictures, share stuff from other influencers and people that come through your
So where
area.
is your park? Tell us
And,
about it.
Make sure you're listed on HipCamp and Campendium and all of the websites.
How many sites? Where
So
is it?
that's your best way to do it. And what a lot of people do, we don't accept these, but there's so many people now that are so-called influencers. You know, they do what we do, couples that travel around and singles, and is they find them and they offer them a weekend stay in exchange for them doing a story on the park. We just got somebody from Florida offering us that. And we're not going to do that, but a lot of people do it, and you know, they get free stay for a couple nights, and in exchange they write a story. We just don't think that's very fair, because you're going to do a nasty story after you take something free.
I'm
so it's
just
not
bummed we
very
didn't do
accurate.
the Hawaii one.
Hawaii, we probably should have made an exception. Yeah, we were offered that, but oh well, that's another
Oh,
story.
well.
So there's lots of ways, but online is your way. Best thing is to get good reviews, Anthony. Get great reviews and treat people great, and you'll grow. But it takes a while. Bernard and Sylvia Morris.
We have a 2022 Unity and didn't think we had a rear view camera. We'll check.
Well, check it out. I think it's the 2023 models, but maybe it's the 22 as well. There's a setting under settings where you can turn that camera on permanently. It was like that the first time we had a Mercedes, and then they changed that all around and it didn't work, and I'm told that it's back now again. So it might be just in the 2023 models now, but give it a try. Something cat something, I don't know.
Okay, from Bakersfield, California. We really love all your videos. Very informative.
Well,
thank you so much.
Love seeing you guys.
Mike loves to tell the story, and I love doing it too.
Helen Newsom.
We have a Coachman Galleria. I love the rear window and rear view mirror.
And the Galleria is on the Sprinter chassis, so you have that setting where you can click it, I think. So that's pretty
Took
cool.
some getting used
Actually,
to
on
for
the
me.
Galleria, I think it is actually on the rear view mirror. It actually shows on the mirror, which is, I don't know why all Sprinters don't do that, but yeah, Coachman does a nice job with that.
Yes, they do.
Just a quick reminder, if you just tuned in, we have a giveaway, a new giveaway. We're giving away a Waggle pet monitor, the 4G GPS unit. It's like, I think, a $299 value. We're giving it away in 2 weeks. This is perfect for those of you who travel with pets. You can enter the contest right there. Just go there. There's a lot of people who've already entered it. Enter as many times as you want. And if you really want one of these, they're also, during the length of this contest, they're letting you buy one at half price. So that is a real great price if you want a Waggle. We have used the Waggle for years now to keep track of our buddy Bo.
Who's being
Bo is with us. He's
being
being a
good.
good boy.
He's just
right
sitting
there,
there.
watching all the traffic on Main Street here.
And
in
because
downtown
he
Linden.
looks like a wolf, people
Yeah.
give him a
Yeah,
wide
look.
circle.
Yep.
You know, nobody walks real close.
And Phyllis reminds us that we all have Instagram. We're doing a lot more Instagram reels, live shots. We have 3 of them. I'm Mike, RV Lifestyle Mike. Jen is RV Lifestyle Jen. And Bo, the RV Elkown, has his own Instagram channel.
And Bo's the most popular.
So do us a favor, check them out. Look at there's a spider across my computer. Get out
Yep,
of there,
as
buddy.
long as it's not a tick.
You know, that might have been a tick.
Could have been.
I think, no, it's a spider.
They're kind of related,
Yeah.
ticks and spiders.
6 spiders, yeah. Don't like any of them. The roadies on the road.
Hello from the desert of northern Nevada. We are full-time homesteaders. We live in the desert in a house with no name.
I love the desert. We're going out that way. We're actually be in the desert of southern Nevada, northern Arizona, in a month or so, right after the Hershey show, and probably maybe right after Elkhart Open House and before our gathering down here. I can't keep
Perfectly
track
clear
of
to
it.
me.
Yeah. So we love the desert. Thanks you guys for checking in.
I love the desert in February.
Yeah, February
January.
our favorite time, but desert is so peaceful.
It
so
is beautiful.
It is awesome. All right. I think we're about done. It is warm. We're going to chill out and enjoy watching the stars again tonight. We have been sitting outside till, well after dark. People have asked, what are the bugs like? And
So far, they haven't been
they
bad.
haven't been bad.
I was expecting to be carried away by insects.
we've had no mosquitoes and a couple of flies during the day and some gnats, but nothing as bad as we've seen everywhere else. It's remarkably good, and I think it's because the Woodlands is on a ridge. Remember, we call our place Loblolly Ridge. Loblolly pines surround us, but we're up a little higher, and I think all the bugs and nasties are down in the
I mean, 2
hollers.
minutes after I got there, I had a tick on me, and I give Bo credit for that.
Yeah, well, Bo ran down the holler. And
Yeah,
he'll
then
come back.
rubbed up against me.
But that's the case everywhere now.
Yeah.
The ticks.
Yeah, in Michigan, we've got them too. We never used to have them.
Yep. So we thought we'd have fun and show you downtown Linden, Tennessee. I don't know if I can show you a little bit with this camera without getting too busy.
Get everybody
Again, thanks
seasick.
to the Commodore for parking that beautiful 1948 Dodge out in front for us to show everybody. We love this courthouse. This is the downtown Perry County Courthouse. Isn't that a great old building? And this is downtown Main Street. Now the sun is setting, so it's going to be a little bit bright. Well, I guess it's behind the buildings now. And this was actually voted one of the most charming small towns in Tennessee.
I guess it's just too bright because the sky, it's beautiful. We've
Oh,
got a
yeah.
lot of blue and
Yeah.
gray and white.
It
It's very
is.
pretty, and it's not showing.
But thanks to our friends at the Commodore Hotel, you're ever through here, you got to stop and spend a couple nights in this place. Great hotel. I wonder if this place is haunted. They haven't ever told me that there's a ghost in here. I don't know. We could make up a story. Maybe we
True.
should make up some stories. That'd be
True.
kind of fun. All right.
Around the campfire.
We're heading back to the woods, and thank you guys for coming to town with us tonight for the live shot. We've got an interesting podcast coming up Wednesday, and the podcast is going to be because we get so many questions. People have watched us develop our property there, and we're going to do the pros and the cons of owning your own RV property. While it has so many benefits, there's also some things that are that may make it not right for you. We're going to be real honest and open about all that, what we've learned, and that'll be on the Wednesday podcast. Meantime, thanks to Phyllis in Iowa for keeping track of Facebook and the questions, and Chris for keeping everything set over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we're looking forward to seeing you all again. We're going to Florida this week. And then where are we going? And then we're back here.
I don't
next,
know if next Sunday we'll be back here
yeah,
or in Florida.
We'll be back
We
here.
could be back here.
We're either back here next Sunday or Monday. So we'll see you next week sometime. Thanks for watching.
Happy trails.